Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is Rendog coming at you from the Nether on the Hermitcraft server in episode 3 of this Hermitcraft Season 4 series. In the previous episode, we were derping around in an abandoned mineshaft, found ourselves a couple of diamonds, and started working on the foundations for our very first house in the Mesa capital, right here on the Hermitcraft server. In this episode, my friends, we're going to carry on working on our house and hopefully get something set up that's going to keep us safe, because right now, man, we have nowhere to live and it's kind of dangerous right here. Sit back and relax, my friends. I hope you got something tasty to sip on. I got a nice cup of tea. Give me a second. I hope you got something crunchy to snack on, because it's time to play some Minecraft Survival, baby. Now, I've been traveling along this passageway in the Nether for about 2.5 minutes flat. In this direction is a jungle, a giant jungle. And I went to that jungle to collect for us a few jungle saplings. Because I've got a plan for today's episode, my friends. We're going to be working on the foundation for our house, working on the roof design, and working on securing the Rendog hillock. And guess what, man? Jungle wood is beautiful. It is so beautiful in the Mesa biome because it has a tinge of green to it, which is absolutely amazing. Now, number 2, I've noticed that there is a shortage of certain goods on the Hermitcraft server right now, namely a shortage of saplings and wood and leaves, and that actually fits very nicely into our master plan, which is to create a garden center for the hermits and to start supplying these guys with some biological products like logs and planks and leaves and saplings and whatnot. So I've spent the last few hours or so collecting as many saplings as I could from all over the world. In fact, last night I did a live stream on my Twitch channel. We played for 4 hours. We had a bunch of you guys watching. It was absolutely amazing. A whole bunch of the hermits popped in also to come and say hello. It was a very special stream for me. I absolutely loved it. My first stream on the Hermitcraft server. It was absolutely awesome. And if you weren't there, that's because you're probably not following me on Twitch. So go and check my channel out, twitch.tv/RendogTV. Make sure you're following. And keep your eyeballs on my Twitter too, guys, because we're going to be streaming a lot over the coming weeks from the Hermitcraft server. But anyway, guys, let's get cracking with today's episode. I wanted to bring you into the Nether to show you a little bit of work that's been going on. The hermits have been hard at work connecting up all of the different districts. You can see we've got a portal to the Town Hall district, a portal to the Residential Purple district over there, and I do believe this one is the Brown district, which I think is not being used by anybody at the moment. It's kind of a derelict district right now. The Orange district is over here. We've got a desert biome in that direction, so that is pretty cool. And I do believe that our Purple district, this is the Blue district, our Purple district is somewhere here too. I think I've completely missed it. Is it this one? Might be this one over here. No, that's the green freaking district. Is this the purple district? Dang it! Went to the wrong freaking district. What a way to start off today's episode. Am I right, my friends? Professional Minecrafter right here. Yeah, get in line for those autographs, my friends. We really do need to color code these portals, don't we? This is getting kind of ridiculous, man. I've been running around in circles like a maniac right now. But let's have a look. Blue district, that's where we need to go. We literally walked past this portal about 6 times. So that's kind of awkward. But anyway, guys, I've got some really cool stuff to show you. Achieved quite a lot of really cool things in the stream last night, and I'm going to bring you guys up to speed with what we did. Don't worry, we didn't make any real progress in the stream. We spent 4 hours dying, derping, and facepalming, so you guys didn't miss too much. However, I did manage to get a whole bunch of saplings. I got some jungle saplings, a few spruce saplings over there, some birch saplings are growing down there. So down here in our little basin, we've got some beautiful trees that are starting to sprout up, and these trees are going to be populating the shelves of our garden center, so that's looking really good. I've got some other really cool news, guys. Check it out. On the stream last night, found ourselves a couple of dogs. Actually found 3 dogs, but earlier today one of them died to a creeper. The first dog that we ever found is this one. He is called a Snowball, named by the people watching the stream. And this dog over here, the second one that we've got, well, we don't have a name for him yet, but I am leaving it up to everybody on dogcraft.net, my official fan site, to figure that out. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about dogcraft.net in a moment, but check it out, my friends. The block palette for the Rendog Hillock build that we're going to be working on today. I think it's looking absolutely fantastic. This leaf over here makes me extremely excited. Very, very, very excited to see this, because this is a birch leaf. Let me see if I can find it in this mess of an inventory over here. Yes, this is a birch leaf. Check it out, guys. And it is a beautiful, don't you think? I think it's even more beautiful than the spruce leaf that we spoke about yesterday. So I think this is probably going to become our primary spruce or primary leaf block for this build. Now look at this one. This is the jungle log, and if you look very closely at the pixels, there is a little bit of green in here, which is fantastic, because that is going to bring a bunch of green into our biotransformation, which is our plan for this area. So that is absolutely awesome. We've got some spruce plankage here too, and of course some jungle planks, which do look very, very nice, I must say. So I'm very happy with this block palette. I think it's looking really cool. Now, before I get a crack in with a building, I want to show you guys just a little bit of a something that I have been thinking. Let's just say hello to Tango. Sup, Tango? I've been talking about terraforming this basin here, right? I've been talking about making something called a lush mesa, literally completely changing the biome around us. And I want to show you guys exactly how awesome this is going to be, right? So take, for example, this acacia tree. I think that acacia trees look actually quite beautiful in this setting. Let's take this acacia tree and let's, for example, switch out the leaves of this acacia tree with these birch leaves, right? Look at that green, guys. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, the color of the natural acacia leaves in the mesa biome is disgusting. Absolutely foul, right? So ugly. But look at this. If we transform the acacia leaves into these birch leaves like this, it completely transforms the tree itself. And if you think about this across this entire basin, you can start to use your imagination to put together a brand new Minecraft biome called a lush mesa, and exactly what that is going to look like, I think is going to be absolutely spec-freaking-tacular, my friends. Seriously, man, check that out. So we've just replaced some of those trees. Look at that. It has brought this acacia tree to life, hasn't it? It's taken it out of this sort of dead and dying look, starving for water in this deserted land, and it's turned it into something extremely lush. Now, a lot of you guys have been getting really into this idea, and thank you so much for all of your suggestions. And some of you guys have been suggesting using water as another main source of color for this mesa. I think that's a really cool idea. So we'll probably artificially create like a stream that flows through this whole basin. And from a lore perspective, you can say that it is that stream that has been responsible for the growth of this new lush mesa biome. And I think that actually works really, really cool. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, guys. That's just a small taste of what we're going to be doing to this mesa biome. And these zombies are going crazy. I think it's about time we settle down and make ourselves a house. Don't you guys think so? Guys, I woke up this morning super excited to get on the Hermitcraft server and start building with you guys, because we've been focusing on a whole bunch of other stuff. We haven't even had a moment to make something for ourselves. And I have got a really great idea for a build that I want to share with you guys today. I want to make a building that really brings this entire canyon to life. I want this building to be the center point of this canyon, right? And I want this canyon, as I was explaining earlier, to be turned into a new lush mesa biome. And for that lush mesa biome to be accentuated by what we're going to be creating over here. And I've got a really cool plan. What I want to do is I want to build my house into the side of this mountain, but on the outside of this mountain, I want to have a beautiful facade that we're going to be making out of all of those natural blocks that I showed you in the block palette. I want this facade to have a really big roof, and I want it to be curved. I want it to be shaped. I want it to be really interesting to look at from all different angles. And I want the mountain to be the back of the building. So I kind of want to make a building coming out of that mountain, so to speak. It's difficult to explain. I'm going to get straight into it, guys, and hopefully it'll become a little bit clearer to you as we are going on. I just need to plant a few more of these birch trees. Birch trees are going to be our primary source of tree action for a very long time. I know that's not going to make my good friend Iskal very happy, but the birch tree leaves is what we are after. We are not after the ugly-ass logs or the ugly-ass planks. Oh no, baby. We just want the leaves, because the leaves have a beautiful green color to them in this mesa biome. That's exactly what we need. I think we've got a couple more spots over here. Oh man, this oasis just gets more and more inviting as time progresses, doesn't it? It's looking so lush down here, man. It's epic. Looks like Joey Hills has just done a new bridge for us from the White Dot to the Enchanting Station. Thanks, Joe. That's awesome. Oh man. This server every single day is just slowly but surely growing, guys. It's so awesome, man. So awesome to log on every single day and see a whole bunch of new stuff popping up, you know. Absolutely awesome. Anyway, let me just drop off all of this junk out of my inventory, guys. It is time to get down to some freaking crafting, man. I've been thinking about this all day long. Been thinking about this all night long. In fact, I think I even dreamed about this last night. And I hope that I'm going to be able to pull it off. Now, let me try break it down in a little bit more detail what I'm planning to do here, okay? I want to create a roof that is going to come out of the side of this building so that when you're looking at it from any of these plateaus, it'll look like a house, but it'll look like a house that has been built out of the side of a mountain. And I want to incorporate the house into the natural look of the mountain itself. We're going to be bioterraforming this mountainside into a lush mesa, and I want the house to sort of blend in. The first curve is going to be along the sides of it. I want the roof to have a really cool gradient to it. I don't want it to just be like a diagonal straight up like this. I want the roof to sort of curve like that. But I also want the roof to dip in the middle. I want it to look like the roof is sagging under the weight of centuries of moss and centuries of moisture and centuries of rain and mushrooms and whatnot. So we're going to have a double curve to this roof, which is going to be quite a challenge to craft. I hope that I'm going to be able to pull it off. But yeah, if we can pull it off, it's going to be absolutely amazing, man. Let's say hello to Escals. Just joined the server. Hello, my buddy. But I tell you what, guys, I'm going to sleep this night away. I don't want to craft at night. On the other side of this kaplam, we're going to get crafting. It's going to be freaking awesome. Well, that was hilarious. All of the hermits were trying to coordinate a sleep and things weren't going too well, but we pulled it off in the end. Well done, hermits. We actually learned to sleep together. That's really awesome. Anyway, guys, welcome back. The sun has just come up, which gives us a really good full day of Minecraft to make for ourselves our very first house on the Hermitcraft server. Sit back. I'm going to take a sip of freaking tea. And let's get crafting. So, as I was mentioning, I want to make a roof that has two curves in it. And wow, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off, but I'm going to give it my best shot. I think we're going to use spruce wood planks as the base plankage for this particular design of this roof. And I want to see if I can actually pull this off in one freaking go right now. Now, I want to try and figure out a way. I'm going to have to get myself a little bit of dirt for this. I think we're going to have some foundation blocks. And while I'm doing that, guys, I just want to take a moment to apologize to everybody out there for killing those spider spawners in the previous episode. You guys got so mad with me, man. You were like, Rendog, how could you kill the spider spawners? You're an absolute noob. You could have given those spider spawners to someone to make a mob trap out of. You are terrible at Minecraft. Uninstall the game. And man, you guys, you really brought on the flames. And I do apologize, guys. You know what? I don't have a lot of experience playing on multiplayer Minecraft servers. And now that I think about it, it was really stupid of me to break those spider spawners because they were right next to each other and somebody could have made a really cool trap out of them. But, you know, in my noobness, I panicked and I wanted to kill them so that I would be safe. And I really do apologize, guys. In the future, I will never, okay, I'll make a deal with you guys, okay? I will never break another spawner on the Hermitcraft server again. Is that a deal? Is that a deal? That'll make you guys happy? Oh, man. You guys were so salty with me, man. But anyway, you know what? They were cave spider spawners, and I don't think you can make very good cave spider spawner traps because they climb walls. They are one block by one block wide. They jump all over the place. They're really difficult to automatically kill. So it could have been an interesting challenge for someone, although I'm not sure anybody's really up for a challenge like that. But anyway, I do apologize, my friends. I do hope that you guys can forgive me. Anyway, check it out. So I've set up a little foundation for our roof over here, and I think that this is probably high enough for the roof. It's going to be an absolutely massive roof, of course. This is going to be a very big facade. We want it to be able to really stand out in this entire environment here. You know, we don't want to have just like a tiny little shack or something here. We want to make something really, really special. Now, I'm going to have to set up another foundation or another scaffolding, I think, probably somewhere around here. So let's just make another scaffolding slightly below this one, because we are going to be trying to add a dip into the top of this roof. As I was mentioning earlier, the idea being that this roof is straining under its own weight of being in existence for so long and being made out of wood completely, without any sort of metal support or stone support of any kind. And it's sort of starting to strain and struggle on its own weight. So that's the kind of look that I'm going for. And I think that probably the best way to do this is to do something, a little something like this, right? If we start from here, this is going to be where our roof connects to the side of the mountain. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now what we can do is we can bring this maybe 3 blocks out like that, right? Then let's bring it down. Okay guys, so I recorded a little bit there, the crafting of this roof. It didn't go very well, so I've decided to start this segment over again because I've spent a little bit of time trying to figure out exactly how to do this, and I think there's going to be an easier way. What I'm trying to do here is generate a contour in the top of the roof, right, to make the roof look like it's sagging, and I think the best way to do this actually is to start at the very bottom of that contour. So I've found the middle of our roof length, which is in this block over here, which is 11 blocks from either side of the start. So here is the middle of our roof, and now what I think we should do is let's lay down like 4 blocks like this, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. That is going to be the very center of our roof, right? Now what we want to try and do is make this roof look like it has a contour to it. So let's make a very gradual gradient heading all the way up to either side. So we'll go 4 over here, then we'll go 3, right? Then we'll go perhaps another 3. Yeah, let's go another 3, just like this, and then a 2, right? Or I think it's a 3, right? So let's have a look at what that gradient looks like. So that's going 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going from a 5 to a 3 to a 3 to a 4. Okay, so that's given us a pretty decent little gradient. It looks like it's sort of sagging over there, but potentially what we could do actually is increase the gradient on this side a little bit. So maybe we bring this out like that. So we make this one 4 and then this one 4. And maybe that looks a little bit better. Oh, mama, give me $1. I am liking this contour, baby. Look at this. Looking great, man. The roof has got a very slight contour into the center of it, and the pattern that we've gone for here is 4 into 4 into 3 into 4 into 3 into 4 into 4. Man, that's like a song, but it's really turned out kind of nice. Now, the challenge is going to be to try and make this dip look like it is happening all the way down the sides of the roofs too. So that's going to be our next major task for this episode. Oh, I am sorry, dog. I'm so sorry, dude. I just smacked my own dog in the face, man. Get out of my freaking life, zombie. Oh my goodness. Doggy, I'm very, very sorry, my buddy. Here, have some rotten flesh. That should heal your wounds. There you go. Sit your ass down, you bastard. Oh my goodness. Look at this, man. It's never ending. Get out of my life, zombie. There's always something happening on the server. There's always someone attacking me. Something trying to kill me. Multiple zombies all up in the wazoo. Get out of here, son. Can't you see that I'm working on a roof? Freaking get out of here. Oh, hello, invisible horse. What the heck? Oh, it's Iskall. Hey, dude, what's going on? Check him out. You were invisible on that horse. That is kind of weird. Hey, bro, what's going on? Dude, hello. I'm behind you. Oh, he doesn't know I'm behind him. I'm stalking his ass, man. Hey, bro, what's going down? Look at him. What's he up to? Oh, my goodness. His horse is freaking fast, isn't it? Look at him. Oh, hello. And he's off into the distance. Now, I know it's not looking like much at the moment. In fact, looking kind of janky. But trust me, my friends, it's all going to come together very, very soon. It makes sense in my head. And that means that with enough time and enough block placing, I will eventually make this thing a reality. One of the things that I find the easiest to do when trying these really complex builds is to just lay down some foundation blocks. Even if you are overwhelmed by what is happening, just get those foundation blocks down and it just all starts to make sense. You know, one block at a time, I say, and what I try and do is try and focus on one part of the build at a time too, and that helps to sort of make it a bit less intimidating, because I know that these very complex design builds can be quite intimidating for a few people. But anyway, let's see if we can pull this off. Okay, guys, let me show you what I've done here. I basically laid down the foundations for the bottom of the roof, which is about 4 blocks up from the floor of our area here. And what I want to try and do now is add the sides to our roof. Now, we are curving this way, so we're curving downwards, and we are going to be curving this way. We're going to have a concave roof on either side too. So quite a tricky thing to pull off, but I think we're going to be able to do it, guys. Let's take this one block at a time, okay? Why don't we start working on the curve of the roof itself? And we're going to start by working on the front of the roof if we're looking from that side. And we're just going to do a little something like this, right? We don't have to make it too complicated. Let's do just a sort of basic curved roof like this, right? So we're going to go a stair and then a block and a block, and then maybe a stair again, and let's just go down a couple of blocks, and then maybe we give it a nice steep drop like that. So we'll put 3 blocks instead, like that. Then we'll put another stair over here like this. Okay. Oops. Oh, you freaking stair. Come on, dude. Freaking stairs. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there we go. So now we've got the roof that's doing this a little curve like this, right? So far, so good. It looks like it's got a nice little curve over here. So now what we can do is try and straighten it out a little bit so that we're not curving so hard over there. So let's just go 1 block down this time. There we go. Or maybe we'll just go 2 blocks down this time. Like this. Let's just go 2 blocks down this time. Oh, you freaking stair. I hate stairs in Minecraft so much, guys. They never do what I want them to. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's use some dirt just to get a little bit further out here. Maybe the stairs will respond better to me if I'm out in this direction. We'll put another stair like that, and now what we can maybe do is start to straighten that curve out a little bit, right? So another block underneath here. Oh, let's just give ourselves a bit of a noob evader like so. Another block over here, and another stair over there, and another block over there. And maybe what we can do now is bring the block like a so, and then the stair can finish it off just at the very end of it there. Oh, you freaking... Wish I could fly. And we'll finish it off just like that, right? So that's going to connect up to, almost basically connected up to our foundations for the bottom of our roof. Now, very important when working on something like this to take a step back, have a look at what you have done, just to make sure that you haven't made it too derpy. Let's have a look at this this curvature that I've created and see if it's looking okay. I think it's looking okay, but I think that the curve near the top of it is a little bit too steep, right? It sort of curves very nicely over here, and then it goes zoop, and sort of shoots up into the point. So to sort of help this out, I think we could probably make the curve a little bit stronger at the top, and that'll help to even it out. So I'm going to try a different curve on the other side, then I'll bring you guys back and we'll have a look. Now we're cooking with gas, my friends. That is looking freaking sweet. It's got a nice sort of bell shape to it, which is really, really cool. And as you guys can see, I've gone for the pattern here of, from the top, we've gone stair, block, block, stair, block, stair, block, stair, block, stair, and then block, and then on the horizontal, another block and a stair. So that's given us this really cool sort of bell build to it. Now, we've probably used the wrong blocks for this, as this is the outside of our building. But that's okay. I just wanted to use some spruce planks just to get the foundations down. The next really tricky thing for us to do is to figure out how we are going to do the curve to the side of the roof, right? And that's what we're going to be cracking on with next in this build, guys. Not sure if I'm going to be able to pull it off, but I'm going to give it my very, very best go. We basically want to try and emulate this curve all the way down the slope of this roof, right? So sounds pretty damn tricky if you ask me, but I think I have figured out exactly how to do this. Man, I do love me a bit of scaffolding in Minecraft, guys. It starts to bring the construction site to life, doesn't it? I think it's really cool. Anyway, moment of truth has arrived, whether or not we can pull this roof off. I'm gonna take a sip of this beverage. And we're going to give it a good go. Now, I've made a whole bunch of jungle wood slabbages, and let's see if we can actually get this done. I think I know the formula to do this, and what we're basically going to be doing is following this curve that we created in the beginning on the bottom of each of our stair blocks that we have added into the contours of the roof side here, right? So check it out. I'll explain as I go along. So let's add our slabs like this, right? Now what we want to do is follow this contour. So the next layer of slabs is going to go over here like this, right? So we're following that contour all the way down the side of the roof. Just going to follow it like this, and then of course as it dips again, we're going to dip along with it. And the same is going to happen now we get to the center of the roof. Now, of course, we're going to have to go upwards, right? So this is going to get a little bit more tricky. Let's have a look. We're going to have to go and place a block above there. So let's just hop up a few blocks like that. And then we can carry on following the contour. And it's probably easiest if we do this bit from above, right? So check it out. We can do this bit like this. We're going to have to come up like a so, and then we can go 3 blocks or 4 blocks to follow this contour, 1 more block like this, and up again, and slabs all the way into the mountain face. So that has made this part of the roof, as you can see, is following the contour, that dip in the roof that we've created. And we're going to do this exact same thing all the way down our curve, and hopefully we'll then be able to fill in the gaps with some planks, and that's going to give you that illusion that the roof is slanting this way and that the roof is in fact dipping in or bending in on its own weight. So I reckon this is going to turn out kind of cool, guys. Let me get some of these slabs down, and I'll be back with you in a second to see what it looks like. It really is starting to come together now, guys. It's all beginning to make sense. And you know what? I know there were a few of you out there that were down in the Ren Diggity Dog thinking there's no ways you can pull this off. Well, guess what, my friends? I am smashing it out today, man. Look at this. It is looking beautiful. We can definitely see that curve happening all the way down the side of the roof. And of course, we have the curve around the front of the roof. The next challenge, of course, is going to be to fill in the roof itself, right? To fill in these gaps that we can see and to make the roof into an actual roof. Still have to do the other side of it. And of course, most importantly, we need to do some block variation in this build. We're going to do that after we get the foundation blocks down. You know, it's really, really difficult to place alternative blocks from the very beginning of a build, I find. I think it's always better to get the foundation block of the entire thing down, and then once that's all done, then you can start adding in the variation. But let me tell you something, guys, when this roof is finished, it's gonna blow your minds, baby. It is gonna be absolutely amazing. Now, I want to start working on trying to fill this sucker in a little bit and see if we can actually put it off. And I think that the best way to do this is to literally just use a bunch of slabs to pull this off, right? So let's make a bunch more jungle wood planks, a bunch more jungle wood slabbages, and yeah, we'll definitely need a couple of stacks of them, I think. And we'll probably need a little bit more dirt to get ourselves into a decent position here. Let's start all the way at the very top here, okay? So we're going to nubivate ourselves all the way up to the top. I'm having so much fun, by the way, guys. I hope you're enjoying the episode today. I'm just loving finally being able to do some crafting, because this is what I love doing most in Minecraft. I'm just really enjoying it. But anyway, let's see if we can actually do this. So here's what I'm thinking. We got to fill this gap in here, right? So if we go all the way along here, let's just increase our scaffolding a little bit in this direction. We got to try and fill these gaps that we can see through the sky, right? So we probably just do that with some slabbage, considering that we've laid down the foundation blocks as slabbage. We could probably just do a little bit of this action like this, right? So if we start at the very top layer, we're just going to fill in like that and go all the way like that, all the way to the end. We're going to have to increase our scaffolding length to do this. And I reckon that this might actually be the trick to finishing off this roof. Oh man, this might actually work out. So we're going to do exactly the same thing with the jungle wood planks. We just got to make sure that we get it 100% right. We don't want to mess anything up. We don't want anything to look super funky. Even though this isn't a symmetrical standard Minecraft roof, we don't want to make it really, really janky. We want to try and add some symmetry, especially at this part of the build. This is the most vital part of the build right now. So let's just keep our eyes peeled for any mistakes that we could be making. Like, for example, this might be a mistake right here. What is this block doing here? Oh no, I think that is right, actually. Yeah, that's right, but this one's got to come down one, doesn't it? Or no, this is going up one. Okay, so that's going to start going up. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit complicated, guys. I'm going to continue doing this, and obviously for these bigger gaps, we do exactly the same thing, right? So instead of just adding a couple of slabs, we're going to add a bunch of slabs to fill that in, just like so, and we'll carry on doing the same over here, just like that. Fill in the sides like that, okay? And then we're going to come all the way down here also. Fill in the gaps, and I wonder what this is going to turn out like. Let's go take a look, and then I'm going to kick this sucker into fast forward mode and try and finish it off. There we go. Let's get all of this slabbage in here, just like that. Okay, let's go take a quick look at what we've done. Just before we continue on this, let's just make sure that we're not absolutely wrecking the place and making it look absolutely disgusting. Okay, that's starting to come together very nicely. Yes, beautiful. I gotta tell you guys, I am extremely pleased with how this roof is coming together. It's been about a 2-hour grind now, and I'm really happy with how the design is looking. I've definitely achieved that dip in the roof that I was talking about in the beginning of the episode. Really does look like the roof is sagging in on its own weight. It's looking extremely bland at the moment because it's made out of only 2 different types of planks, jungle planks and spruce wood planks, but we're gonna change that over the next few episodes, guys. We're gonna get some block variation in that roof, and when it's finished, it's going to look absolutely stunning, man. I want to see if we can get a better view of the roof, maybe from a distance over here. Let's go all the way to the back of it. Look at that, man. That is looking really cool. Can you guys see how it's going to turn out? It's going to be covered in leaves and vines and really look like it's been here for a long ass time, and it's integrated into the lush mesa biome that we're going to be creating here. I'm very happy with how this is turning out, guys. Really awesome. Look at that, baby. Oh, man. So awesome. Anyway, my friends, we have run out of time for today's episode, I'm afraid, but there's just one more thing that I wanted to talk about that I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, and that is, of course, the website called dogcraft.net. For those of you guys who don't know, I have my very own fan website that is called dogcraft.net. It's a free-to-join community where cyberdogs from all over the world come and hang out and come and meet each other, and it's just a really amazing place if you want to meet some like-minded cyberdogs from all over the planet. The community's been running now for many years. It has a very awesome mod team that looks after the place. It's a very safe place to be, and a really amazing website for you guys out there if you're looking to join a new online Minecraft community. Go and check it out, the official Cyberdog fan community, dogcraft.net. Anyway, my friends, I think I'm going to call it here, and I'm going to carry on working on this roof because I'm absolutely loving it, and I want to get it finished off. I'm going to work on the other side now off camera, so hopefully in the next episode we'll have a little bit more to look at. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. My name has been Rendog. We've been playing on the Hermitcraft server in Season 4, and if you liked the video, you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, you smack that subscribe button, and we'll definitely see you all in the next episode.